I'm the 13th Wolfman. This is my video response for The Movie Phantom. That's right, The Movie Phantom has done it again. He's asked for another top 3. This week's top 3 are your top 3 movies with the word dead in the title. Like Evil Dead. Amongst others. Well, I'm gonna be my usual charming self, and I'm not gonna use like as many common ones as I can. I'm gonna pull out of the obscure box. So, at least I'm gonna try to. I mean, some stuff I got in my head isn't really that obscure. It's just stuff that a lot of people don't really talk about. So, on with it. Coming in at number 3 would be... I'm trying to figure out which order I want to put these in. Okay, coming in at number 3 would be The Dead Next Door. Not a bad movie. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the more fun movies that involved the word dead in it. Number 2 would be I just had it. Well, I forgot what I was going to say number 2, so I'll throw this one in there. Dead Alive. Like I said, it's not really obscure. Talking about the Peter Jackson film, the zombie, zomcom, the zombie type movie. And then coming in at number 1, I just remember what I was going to say number 2, but coming in at number 1 would be Dead in Drive-In. Came out in 1986. One of the more odder movies with the word dead in it. The one I was going to say number 2, but I didn't. And I'm going to keep my list the way it is, even though this is the one I came right back to me. It was The Dead Hate the Living. Oh well. Maybe I'll use that another thing somewhere down the road. But I'm sticking with what I threw up there. Now on to something else. Gotta say, Phantom, I'm loving the show. I'm always loving the show. This is a great show you got going on. You do a great job hosting. Maya, she does a great job. She's involved with the show. It's nice to see. But the thing I really love is that when Misery can't be there, you get Natalie Myers in there, because Natalie Myers is a great fill-in for Misery, basically because she gets involved with the show. She doesn't just sit there like a lump, who some of the other Corn children do. They show up, they show up on the set, they sit in on your show, and they don't really participate. They just sit there and go, I don't know. It's like, come on. Natalie Myers needs to be the new leader of the Corn children. And she just does a really good job when Misery's not there. By the way, man, can you ask Misery that would you rather next time she is there on camera? I want to see her reaction. Unless you've already spoiled it, I already said something to her about it, but I would just like to see the reaction that. So, that being said, like I said, I'm loving the show. I need everyone to go over there, check out The Movie Phantom. I'll leave the link below. He's a good friend. He does a good job, and he really does like to talk about horror. I mean, it's amazing. You could tell that he's got some notes written down about what he's going to talk about, but he pretty much wings it and does a really good job. So, that being said, here's a few questions for you guys. Without saying the Days of the Dead convention, what has been your highlight of the summer so far? And that goes out to all of you. Phantom, Maya, Misery, Natalie. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. Had a few other questions. Maya, have you settled in yet? Are you feeling comfortable now that you're settling in? Have you settled 100% into the Phantom's place? I mean, how are you digging having a girlfriend, live with you now, Phantom? I mean, you had that solo bachelor thing. You could do what you want. Now you got the girlfriend around. I mean, things all copacetic in that case. And I'm going to throw one out at you, Phantom. Top 3. Top 3 movies you would... top 3 rock stars you would like to see in horror films. And let's leave Rob Zombie out of it since he does a lot of, But like... some of you like to say, oh my God, okay, like Alice Cooper did in Prince of Darkness, or Ozzy Osbourne in Trick or Treat, or Gene Simmons, in Trick or Treat, and whatever. I mean, what rock stars do you like to see actually have a role in a horror movie you think could pull something off? I'm going to give you mine. I want to hear what yours has to be. So, mine would be, coming in at number 3, Alex Van Halen, the drummer from Van Halen. He's got such an odd look to him. I think that he could play just about anything in a horror film, from a priest to a zombie. I've never seen him act, but I just think he's got the look. Let's put it that way. Number 2, I would like to see Ozzy again in some kind of capacity bigger than what he had in Trick or Treat, playing off type. In other words, not the wild, scruffed out rocker that he is, but a lawyer, someone that's just a little more clean cut. Just see what he could do with that. And then number 1, and I think he belongs in horror movies just because of his look, Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. I think Nikki Sixx would do a great job. Kirk Hammett's another one. Kirk Hammett's a big horror fan, so you know what, I'm gonna take Ozzy off the list, put Kirk at number 2 and Nikki at number 1. So yeah, so then it's gonna be Alex Van Halen, Kirk Hammett, and Nikki Sixx. All right, I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.